Bill and Cammy, the Omicron variant is being blamed for this continuing COVID surge. HSHS reports 7 COVID deaths in the last 24 hours. 6 were unvaccinated. I'm sitting across the road from where the explosion took place. As Shadow County deputies led to 2 people being transferred to Appleton Medical Center. I just want you to take a look as you can see how foggy it is in Coleman still. When we're seeing cars driving by, we're along Main Street with their flashers on. But one of the things the sheriff did say is that he's advising vehicles to not hit the roads, and that's because of the dense fog. I'm standing now on the East River Trail where I spoke with several people who are using it, who described this area as very safe, it's family friendly, and they were surprised when we revealed to them about why police were in this area earlier this afternoon. Now, Brown County Highway Department held a presentation this afternoon to discuss building a roundabout along Trojan Drive. It's to ease the traffic flow right here along Packerland and Mason Streets. They're trying to make things safer. County officials say this intersection is dangerous because the frontage road is so close to Mason Street. Details of this complaint reveal a gruesome sexual assault that happened in broad daylight along the East River Trail, with the victim at several points thinking she wouldn't survive. Oconto County deputies are not calling this yet a crash or an emergency landing, but what we do know so far is that a pilot was found dead. So police right now are on both the west side and the east side of the Mason Street Bridge looking out for speeders. I already saw, since we got here 20 minutes ago, 2 people have been pulled over. I also have my trusty radar gun, which I'm gonna use, and I've been out here just looking at different car speeds. This guy right here, 30 to 35 mile per hour speed limit on this roadway. Let's see. Man, 45, oh, 46, look at this, 46.
As you heard, Cammy, right here, Bucks in 6, everyone's excited, it's lit, it's a great environment. Everyone, okay, we got more people, and, uh-oh, there you go, don't go. Bucks in 6, it's exciting time here in Milwaukee. We're gonna send it right back to you in Newsreel reporting live in Milwaukee. Joshua Peguero, Action 2 News.
Please tell us what we're looking. This is such a beautiful shot. Mirage's Cruz Medina right here. Tell us what
Green Bay.
If Americans are hitting the roads or heading to the airport on their way home from holiday gatherings, but bad weather in some parts of the country is making for some difficult driving. New Holstein police are mourning the loss of one of their own. Police Chief Eric Fisher says McCullen Schnell was a great officer and human being. Schnell took part in New Holstein's Shop with a Cop earlier this month. Family and friends say in a Facebook post he died last night on Christmas. Schnell was previously diagnosed with cancer before his death.
Evening, thanks for joining us. Bill has the night off. New tonight, authorities are identifying the man and woman who were found dead inside an Ashwaubenon home. In a moment, we will share a statement just released tonight from the woman's family and from her co-workers. But first, in a First Alert update, Joshua Peguero spoke to neighbors who say seeing the crime scene was gut-wrenching.
Ashwaubenon Public Safety blocked traffic Thursday morning as they worked a standoff situation on the 2300 block of Cedar Ridge. Hours later, inside this house, officers found the bodies of 26-year-old Brian Morales and 27-year-old Carissa Peranto.
We had a SWAT team go up and put a camera into the garage. Unfortunately, we were able to see that there were 2 deceased persons in the garage.
According to the Wisconsin Department of Corrections, Morales was released from Red Granite Correctional in April and was on active community supervision. Records show he served time for several charges on child abuse and sex with child. Ashwaubenon Public Safety say officers heard a scuffle in the garage upon arriving and then multiple shots. No officers fired their weapons and none of them were hurt. Residents of the complex on Cedar Ridge were evacuated until the situation was resolved. Some neighbors knew the deceased.
From what I've seen, they were great people. They were really nice. They're kind to everyone in the neighborhood. They were overall just really good people.
Officers spent hours at the home digging up evidence. The house has 4 units with 2 on the top and bottom, and there are 2 shared garages. Neighbors tell us they're surprised that something like this happened in the area.
It's just sad to think that something so gut-wrenching can happen here. It's just sad. We're all in shock, all of us. Speechless.
Everyone on the street pretty much knows each other in some fashion, if not by name, by acquaintance, by waving, everything else. It's a very quiet and nice neighborhood to live in.
Now, just into our newsroom moments ago, we are also hearing from the family of Carissa Peranto. They sent a statement to Purveyor Health saying in part, quote, "Our family is deeply saddened as we mourn the loss of a truly amazing daughter, sister, and friend. Carissa was not only dearly loved by our family,
but all of those whose lives she touched. Carissa was a bright and shining light to many and will be dearly missed. We also have a statement from the president and CEO of Purveyor Health, Dr. Ashok Wai, saying, quote, Carissa Parento was a beloved member of the Purveyor family. Cammie?
Family filled the pews of a Green Bay church to remember a black pastor who strived to build unity. Elsie Green died 10 days ago at the age of 70. Tonight, Joshua Peguero heard the eulogies for a man from Mississippi who gave so much to Green Bay.
The music playing inside Divine Temple Church setting a mood of celebration rather than mourning for Leslie Carroll Green.
Thank you, Jesus, this whole life of mine, the Lord I say.
The pews of Divine Temple Church packed with people paying their final respects to Pastor Green.
Pastor Green has summoned us here to celebrate his life.
Inside the church, Pastor Green was remembered as a unifier, someone who brought people together from various backgrounds into his church, and he also used the YMCA to fill his pews.
Every day I was in that office with him, getting nothing but wisdom. He taught me how to be a man, not an adult. He taught me how to treat my kids.
Green was credited for creating the first black church, Divine Temple in Green Bay, building a spiritual beacon for African Americans.
He was very important in the fact that a lot of things that we needed in the community, he was trying to see that we had it.
Sharon Harper has been a member of Divine Temple for 22 years.
He was a father to a lot of us that didn't have fathers. That's what he was to me. He was my father. And I don't want to get too emotional and start crying because I loved him that much.
He also helped broker relationships with the city's police department.
You'd be surprised what you can get done if everybody go to talking.
Mayor Eric Genrich reflected on the pastor's impact at last week's Common Council meeting.
So it represents just a tremendous loss, unfortunately, for this community and for many of us personally.
In Green Bay, Joshua Peguero, Action 2 News.
When we come back, a special moment from the WBAY archives in memory of the late NFL legend John Madden.
This is a